Ever felt like life was throwing everything but the kitchen sink at you? We've all been there. But here's the kicker. In the midst of chaos, there's this incredible thing that happens. We grow. Yep, we do. And every challenge, every setback, they're all opportunities for us to stretch beyond our limits and become stronger versions of ourselves. And as we navigate through life's roller coaster, those experiences start to shape us, mold us into who we are, influencing how we view the world around us. But here's where it gets really interesting. As we evolve and change, our relationships, especially with our family, with the people we love the most, can undergo some significant shifts. You know that saying, change is the only constant? Well, it rings true for family dynamics too. Sometimes as we grow, as we transform, we start to see our family in a whole different way. And let me tell you, it can be eye-opening. But before we start talking about today's topic, I just wanted to say, welcome back to this 13-part series on understanding why families estrange. And if you're new here, this is part 6 of our series. But don't worry, if you haven't seen the first 5 parts yet, we've talked about things like divorce, parental alienation, poor communication patterns, differing values, and enmeshment. So if you're curious about those topics, you might want to go back and watch them. You can find the playlist really easily. They're tagged below and above. So here are 4 key points to help you understand how survival and personal growth can sometimes lead individuals to cut off, estrange from their families. The first point is personal growth and reevaluation of relationships. Ever had a moment where you looked at the people closest to you and realized that the relationship dynamics weren't clicking anymore? That's the power of personal growth. When we grow as individuals, we start to see our world and our relationships through a different lens. And suddenly, the people, the family dynamics we've always accepted without question may start to feel off. We might wonder if they're serving our best interest. And this happens a lot. What's going on around me? What are the people doing that I love? Where are the boundaries here? You start thinking about these things. How did I get into this? It's like we're holding up a mirror to our relationships, asking ourselves, does this feel right? Personal growth challenges us, all of us, to evaluate what's going on with our family members, encouraging us to seek relationships that align with who we are and what our priorities are. And sometimes growing means we need some space because we want healthier relationships. We want things to be going well, right? So point 2, transformative experiences and identity formation. So if you ever had a moment in life that completely changed everything, maybe you faced something super challenging like a really big illness, something. Maybe you faced a challenge head on and came out stronger on the other side. Or maybe you finally achieved a dream that felt significant for you, something you wanted for so long. These are transformative experiences that shape who we are. Whether conquering adversity, reaching for the stars, or whatever your journey is, these self-discovery things have the power to redefine who we are. And what about those moments of self-discovery when you peel back the layers and uncover parts of yourself you never knew existed, like finding a piece of a puzzle that completes the picture of who you are? These transformative experiences, big or small, are like the chisel that sculpts our identities, carving out the essence of who we are and shaping our aspirations for the future. Because in the end, these moments make us who we are, and they can guide us towards the brightest version of ourselves. And it doesn't matter who you are in the family. You could be the adult child, you could be the parent, you can have discoveries at any age. And now the third point is communication patterns and conflict resolution. Picture this. You're sitting down for a heart-to-heart with a loved one, okay? Could be your kid, could be your mom or dad. And you're ready to share your thoughts and feelings. But as the conversation unfolds, tensions rise, and before you know it, you're caught in a whirlwind of emotions. No listening, no validating, none of that. Learning to communicate effectively and navigate conflicts is like a crash course in personal growth. It's a skill set essential for building healthy relationships and fostering emotional resilience. But here's the catch. When it comes to family dynamics and the things that have been going on for so long, these skills can be especially tricky to put into practice. After all, we're dealing with the people who know us the best, who push our buttons and trigger our deepest emotions. Navigating family conflicts requires a delicate balance of empathy and understanding and patience. It's about finding common ground and working through the difference with compassion and respect. When we master the art of communication within our families, we open the door to deeper connections, stronger bonds, and a greater sense of harmony. And in the end, it's the conversations that heal, the understanding that bridges the gaps, and the love that binds us together. But maybe your situation makes you want to pull your hair out. Maybe you find yourself making sense of your family and saying, oh my goodness, what's going on? What did my kid do? What are my parents doing? Maybe you're finding things like narcissism, controlling behaviors, gaslighting, and poor attachment, abuse, betrayal, and so on. It could be a storm of things you discover in your personal growth and your family. And it could be overwhelming, especially if things are stressful and you have a lot of angst. And sometimes you need help. And so that you know, I help people navigate this, and you can contact me in the description box or DM me if you want to talk to me, because this is how I help individuals, and this is what we could do together. We can have a chat. And number 4, cultural and societal factors. So families are unique in their own way, from the values we hold dear to the traditions we pass down through generations. Our cultural background shapes the very fabric of our familial bonds. But here's where it gets interesting. Cultural and societal influences play a significant role in how we interact with our families and navigate the complexities of our relationships. And in many cultures, families' honor and respect are paramount. We're expected to prioritize the family's needs above our needs, which can sometimes create tensions between personal growth and familial obligations. And there's a strong emphasis on collective decision making and maintaining harmony within the family unit. And if there's been enmeshment, wow, we're talking about a mess. Personal growth is celebrated, but it's often balanced with this collective family well-being. And this can be done really well as we navigate the intricate tapestry of cultural societal expectations. Personal growth becomes a journey of self-discovery and understanding. While personal growth may lead us down different paths, it presents us with a profound opportunity to foster deeper understanding, appreciation, and connection with our families, no matter where we come from. In families with strong bonds and healthy, respectful behaviors, members thrive from the extraordinary connection, consistency, and continuity of family relationships. We know that individuals can relate in healthy ways. They can deal with conflict and resolve. They can move through stressful times as adults, and they can support each other, not perfectly, but by being able to apologize. These family members benefit from greater long-term health outcomes. This means that they have greater life satisfactions, they feel good, and they want to be around the people they love. They show respect and receive it. It's a beautiful thing. But when the inverse is happening, for many, it's not sustainable to keep bludgeoning yourself while staying in the relationship. There could be a host of awful things: addictions, mental illness, narcissism, abuse, betrayal, just on and on. Understanding that survival means being able to wake up in the morning without being in a state of distress that makes one believe they can no longer manage. Something needs to change, and estrangement becomes a likely choice. By the way, when individuals do cut off, there's likely a volcanic event, but it has been something someone has thought a lot about. They didn't just jump right into it, and they don't cut off lightly. Studies tell us that the cost of staying can be as taxing on the well-being as leaving. And number 5, unmet expectations. So as we grow personally, we may discover that our family relationships don't always meet our expectations. This realization can lead to people distancing themselves when we recognize that certain family members are just unwilling or unable to understand what we need and what our perspectives are. Through personal growth, we learn the importance of setting boundaries and prioritizing our well-being, even if it means distancing ourselves from those who can't support our growth. Stay tuned for my next video where I'll dive deeper into unmet expectations. We've explored the twists and turns, the highs and lows, and discovered something remarkable: growth. In the face of adversity, setbacks, and challenges, we've seen how personal growth can transform us into more substantial, more resilient versions of ourselves. But what about our relationships, especially with family? And as we change, our relationships with family can undergo profound shifts. We've delved into the complexities of reevaluating the connections and navigating conflicts and understanding cultural influences. And through it all, one thing remains clear: personal growth is a journey of self-discovery where we're understanding and we're connecting. So as we continue, let's embrace this opportunity for growth and cherish the moments of connection. And remember that no matter where life takes us, we're always changing, growing, and learning. Like and subscribe for more content. See you in the next video.